Hey everybody, so I'm finally doing another video, continuing where I last left off. I know it's been a couple of months, 6 months, but unfortunately a lot of things went on behind the scenes, so thank you for sticking around. So I left off last video that I was going to tell you how to get a deployed site to run locally. On this video, I show you how to connect it using GitHub. So as I'm filming or screen recording, in this case, the video, I get this Git error every time I try to do anything. Basically, it's saying that GitHub is no longer using RSA keys or the other type, which I believe are DSA. So apparently GitHub is bolstering their security. Yeah, so they're no longer accepting DSA keys or RSA keys, which is why my GitHub is failing. And if you follow my tutorial about connecting your WordPress site to Git, we use an RSA key. And now every time I do any Git command, it's saying that I basically can't do anything because I'm using an RSA key. Now, I use HostGator, right? So you would think that HostGator would allow you to generate a key for the new standard. According to this article, the new standard is ecdsa and ED25519, which are apparently more secure. And when I go to HostGator, the CPanel, it only allows you to generate RSA keys. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Actually, I lied. They allow you to do DSA or RSA, which are both of them are no longer accepted by GitHub. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to have to get to the terminal, right? So we're going to clear it. We're going to back out. So right now we are at the root directory for our share server. And let's hope that this server has ssh-keygen installed. So let's see. Awesome. So it does have it installed, which is important. We're not going to generate it just yet. This tool is basically what CPanel uses. You know, this is just a front end for the ssh-keygen, but it doesn't allow you to do other types of keys. What I found is that you need to type this command, ssh-keygen -t. We're going to be creating an ecdsa key. We're going to -b 521 -C, and then it's going to be your email, whatever email you're using with GitHub. Now, obviously, this isn't the email I'm going to be using, but this is the command that you need to run in order to generate an ecdsa key to solve this problem. Now, I'm going to do this off screen, so I'm going to stop the recording. So here we are. Once you run the command, it's going to ask you, where do you want to save it? We're just going to leave it at the default .ssh. We're going to hit enter. We're not going to enter a passphrase because every time we do anything that requires the keys, it's going to ask us for that passphrase. And there we go. So we just needed to generate a new key. Instead of using RSA, we use ecdsa. So now we cd into .ssh, and in this directory, you can see the newly created keys. Instead of ending in RSA, they now end in ecdsa. And these are the keys that the server has access to. So now we do the same thing that we did with the RSA keys. We need to add these to GitHub. Now, you only have to add the public one. This one stays private. Do not reveal this to anybody. This is basically for your own server. In order to get this key, we're going to type cat id shift _ ecdsa.pub. Basically the name of this file. What cat does in the terminal is that it outputs whatever a file contains. And as you can see, it outputted the key. Now I'm going to blur this email address because this is my GitHub email address. You need to use your GitHub email address. But It's going to be blurred, but now we just copy this. And by the way, I'm going to generate a new key as soon as this is over, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go to GitHub. We are in GitHub. You need to go to your profile and add that key so that you're able to push. So you need to go to settings, in settings, SSH and GPG keys, new SSH key, and we're going to paste that output of that file. Once again, oh, it's interesting. It did not copy the email address. It's because I'm stupid. So I didn't copy it properly. So copy. There it is. It copied the email address at the very end. And we're just going to give it the new server key. Now, obviously, I am going to be generating a brand new key. So this is going to be invalid by the time the video uploads. Now that it's been added to the profile, let's go back to the terminal. Let's cd out of the SSH key. Let's cd into public _ HTML. This is where our Git lives. So if we do ls, you will see that we have a Git ignore and a Git directory. So now if we do Git status is on branch main, your branch is ahead of origin main, which means that it's already recognizing the repository. So now we just do git add and then git commit. Once again, I think I already added this, so it may not take it. Added new key, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And now we're going to do git push. And because we already set up the repository to work with this, it should just push it. We are getting the same error. Let's try again. Right, so the reason it didn't work is because we haven't authorized this key. So we need to go back to CPanel and authorize it, which is not intuitive. So I hope that CPanel upgrades it so that you can create it from the GUI. So now we click authorize. The key blah 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 has been authorized. Awesome. So if we go back, let's go to the terminal. I try adding the branch once again, but so now let's do git status again. And let's do git push. Okay, so it's now working. So I guess you just have to give it a second for the server once you authorize the key to connect. So yeah, so now it is working. So hopefully this wasn't too much of a ramble video. It was very unexpected. I know for a fact that the repository, look, it's been 6 months since I worked on this. I know I took a long break. Unfortunately, so many things were happening, and I'm hoping to get back in the swing of things. So this is how you update your server keys so that your repository can continue to work with GitHub.